Hey, what's up, real estate investors, future real estate investors? Daryl Muhammad here. Wanted to come on real quick, brother, since we're in the middle. I don't know if we're in the middle or the beginning or the end of this corona pandemic. But I'm seeing a lot of real estate educators and those that offer real estate investing as a way of making money. Taunting their program. Of course, I have a real estate program, so I'm not against that. I'm just saying that there's a lot of talk out there on what to expect. Now is a great time to get in becoming a real estate investor and things of that nature. All right. Now I see things a little different than most people because I was a stockbroker for 6 years. And I worked for two major Wall Street firms. That's a very, very unique inside position to understand the economy and understand the markets and, all that kind of stuff that most people never really understand. So I know by experiencing Enron, I was a stockbroker when that happened, stockbroker when the the dot-com burst. I was a real estate investor full time in 2008, and I lost almost everything. All right. So now in hindsight, and then taking my experience as a stockbroker, so you have to keep up with certain things in the economy. There's leading indicators and trailing indicators, not to get into that, market technical stuff. But the bottom line is with high unemployment, right, and a lot of uncertainty, that's what's going to affect the consumer. That's what's going to affect the consumer market. See, so you have to have some basic understanding of that, right? Or listen to someone like me who does, and then understand the basic fundamentals of real estate investing, meaning, do you do single family? Do you do small multifamily, duplex, fourplex, sixplex, 12? Do you buy, fix up, and flip? Do you wholesale? What should I be doing right now? Should I wait? Should I get my capital together? Should I study certain markets and different strategies like I just mentioned? But see, the thing that you have to understand is what drives it, what's going to drive it either up or down. See, we have all this high unemployment. It's what, 30 million unemployed? And see, you have to understand, brothers and sisters, that the unemployment numbers that you hear on TV or radio, those are new filings. Those are folks that just went and just got started or just got on unemployment. What about those millions that are already on unemployment? Those have fallen off. And what's the ripple effect through the economy, and how is it going to affect the housing market, the residential market? Okay, you got to understand that's going to affect how mortgage companies qualify and what the requirements to qualify for a loan for a new home purchase. You have to understand, brothers and sisters, that the number one reason for divorce has always been financial, or things that cause stress in the relationship due to something financial. So if that's what we're experiencing, and we are, then that's going to put stress on marriages, right? And cause separation. And then why would they need a house? Who's moving into the new houses? If they're requiring more down payment, if they're requiring your debt to income ratio to be a higher level or a lower level, right? So fewer people are going to qualify. It was going to tighten up the market. See, so these are the things you have to understand. And then if the people are moving down, they're moving down to become renters. Even with families, they're going to move down to become renters. They're going to get out of their home because there's, the maintenance expense and the cut the grass expense and the HOA expense, whereas they get into an apartment, save some money. You don't have to worry about those things. See, people get conservative either voluntarily or involuntarily when the market gets tight. And this was all of a sudden, no preparation, boom, all of a sudden. Right? What about all these closing of the malls and the restaurants and things of that nature. A lot of business is being done e-commerce, but a lot is still being done traditionally. Okay? So these are the things, brothers and sisters. I just want to give you the tools so you can make intelligent decisions, right? So you won't miss the opportunity of a lifetime right now during this COVID pandemic, to get yourself in position, to look for the opportunities, prepare for the opportunities, and don't go in what I call with rose-colored glasses, right? Because some smart marketer, I'm a marketer, I'm a salesperson, right? So I'm not hating on nobody, because I'll be hating on myself and biting the hand that feeds me, right? So I'm not doing that. It's just that I want to help you not to be drawn in and then realize after you spend some money, after you spend 6 months to a year, oh man, I got bamboozled. I got hoodwinked, right? So that's how you have to, it's about data, right? Mark Zuckerberg, the youngest billionaire in American history, right? With Facebook, now Instagram and Facebook, but Facebook, the reason why he's so rich, if you will, or the youngest billionaire, why? Because he had data. Data. Anything less than data, you're guessing. You're guessing. So when I look at the gurus, I understand, you got to keep on selling. When your bread and butter is to sell cars, you got to keep on selling cars. If your bread and butter is whatever it is, selling roofing, siding, you got to push through it. You have to continue to push through it. So I'm not faulting them. I'm not, this is the free enterprise, capitalistic free enterprise system. That's what we do here in America. To stop that, we see what happens when that stops. The high unemployment, high uncertainty. After a while, people are freaking out. They're not staying in their homes anymore. Every chance they can get out, they're getting out and they're gathering. It was going to prolong the COVID pandemic, right? So real estate, right? The reason why it doesn't peak and plummet so fast is because there's a lag time. Unemployment, the credit market. See, these things, because here's the thing that I learned early as a real estate investor, right? If you're buying, if you have an opportunity to get a good deal, you're going to get a motivated seller you're going to buy from, or a motivated situation you're going to buy from. That means there's a problem there that makes them motivated. And if you can't solve that problem, don't know what the solution is, you're buying a problem. Now you're going to be motivated. Now you're going to be a motivated seller. See, so you don't want to do that, because there's going to be a lot of houses foreclosed on, pre-foreclosure. Going to be a lot of houses out there. But see, you got to understand, who's going to buy it from you? Who's going to buy it from you? Well, I'm going to get a house and rent it out. Right? Well, who's going to cut the grass? They still have to cut the grass. You're going to factor that in. Well, how are you going to factor that in to where it still is reasonable for them? I'm just asking a question. If you can come up with a solution and it fits the market, and it's the right price home range and things of that nature, and hey, that's why you get paid. That's why you benefit, because you were right in your calculation. But you still have to come up with a calculation. It has to be based on as much data and facts that you have, and what you don't have, then you have to use your intelligence and look at the pros and cons and look at the risk. If it doesn't do what I think it's going to do, or even if it does worse than I think it's going to do. Okay, so that's what we have to do. If not, we'll just, it will be the greatest wealth transfer, because the wealth will go from your pocket to their pocket, your pocket to their pocket. So it would be a transfer instead of us, right, being intelligent, us getting data, us looking at the full picture, not just what us who are selling you courses are going to tell you, but you getting enough information, right? Right information, comprehensive information, not information that's leading you to a certain direction, right? That's why I want to give you information that makes sense for you. Because I learned as a stockbroker, you have general information about investments, the type of investments, characteristics, its risk level. You have past performances that they show you, then tell you, but it doesn't, past performance has no indication of future results. Then why are you showing me that? Right? So you have to have enough objective, if you will, information so you can make an intelligent decisions. Because we have to have some level of intelligence. It's hard to win beyond an employee, doing something beyond an employee. And even at that, you have to have a certain level of intelligence. But when you get out of that structured employee environment, then your intelligence has to go up another notch or two. So you need to get objective information so you'll know what fits and applies to you. Because what I was about to say that I learned as a stockbroker, general information about the stock, about the mutual fund, about the bond, about options, about trading, this, that, and the other. But it always said, well, get with a financial advisor because your situation might be different. So everybody has specific situations where, oh, now since you said that, this would be a better option for you. But prior to that specific information, your specific situation, then this other situation was better. See, so when those of us who have real estate training programs, that's to the general public not knowing what your specific situation is. Right? So you not knowing how to evaluate your specific situation compared to the opportunity that's being presented, you don't know if that's a good fit for you or not. When you go to buy shoes, you try them on to see if it's a good fit before you buy them. When you go to the mall, I used to go to the mall. All right. So that's my take on the market. Yes, it's a great opportunity, but you have to evaluate it and don't study. They say you study long, you study wrong. You know, what they call, I forgot the other saying, but you paralyzed, but analyze and you become paralyzed or something like that. But if there's anything I can do, reach out to me. I'm here to help you out. Anything I can do, I'll give you an objective opinion, okay? Because I don't want to be like everybody else. Oh yeah, my solution is the only solution. My offer, whatever I'm offering you, that's the only one. That's not the case. That's very seldom the case, where it's always the best solution. Buying, fixing up, and flipping is not always the best solution, right? Buying and wholesaling may not be the best solution for you. All right? So, brothers and sisters, so that's what I want to share with you because there's a lot out there. I don't want us to get lost and get bamboozled and tricked and hoodwinked. So leave me some comments below. If you have any comments, any questions, I'm here to help you. I'll be objective, all right? Because the truth of the matter is, unless those of us who sell courses are trying to sell hundreds and thousands of them, then there's not a lot of money. It's like selling books, right? If you're trying to make a living off of being an author, then you have to sell hundreds and thousands of them, right? But if that's not what you're trying to do, make a living off of being an author, then yeah, write a book and use it for other reasons, for other purposes. All right, so leave a comment below. I'm here to answer, and we'll be back real soon with some more real estate information. Peace.